Hey everyone, and welcome to our new event app template. In this video I'll be covering a couple of the features of this template and just kind of highlighting to you what we've added and what we're really excited about coming up. So let's go. As you can see, we've got some onboarding screens that are customizable based on the content that you choose to leave within this app. We've also got a login component that protects the data of the users, so that's a great feature to have. Additionally, when you log into the app, you'll be brought to the agenda screen. This screen can be really personalized and linked to other features within the app, which is pretty cool. So this actually includes polls, surveys, and questions for each different agenda item. You can also bookmark agenda items and add them to your personal agenda so that you can see only events and items that you are interested in and that are relevant to you. On our next screen, we do have some event information. This can be updated by administrators only, or you can leave it open to anybody to add to. So usually things like accommodation, event highlights, hotel information, things like that, or even just some highlights about the area that the event is in. We do have the option to like and to bookmark these items as well, and you can also comment and engage with other users on this content or ask some questions. We do have a directory of attendees and speakers, so in here you can find and connect with other attendees or speakers via the list of profiles. You can also chat with other users, so if you wanted to talk to Emily, you would be able to find her in the chat and start a conversation if she allows her data to be displayed publicly. So you can see the roles, locations, and different ways of getting in touch. Don't worry, if she chooses not to have a picture or not to provide email and call information, these buttons and this picture here simply won't show up. It doesn't affect the experience in any way, which is great. You're also able to search for specific attendees, bookmark attendees, and filter by things like location or specialty, whatever you choose really. People have also used this to showcase kind of gold sponsors up here and silver sponsors or other sponsors and partners in the list. The options are really endless with this feature, which is great. Users also have the ability to edit their own profile. So as I mentioned, if they want to update or change the photo that's provided, locations, titles, phone numbers, and things like that, they can all do that here. There's also a public discussion where users can ask questions about the event, post questions and responses to certain sessions and things like that they want to get others' insight on, and the same ability to like, bookmark, and comment on these items. There is also a floor plan feature that is pretty standard. You're able to pinch and zoom on this option to find which room that you want to attend or head to. If you want to have multiple floors, that's totally fine. You can include them both on the same screen or create two floor plan screens for different areas of the hotel or wherever you're holding the event. There is also a materials hub for things like conference handouts, speaker presentations, links to websites, and much more. So if you do want to link to a presentation that's on a different website or link to a YouTube video or something like that, you're able to do that here and kind of put all your resources in the same area. What we saw linked from the agenda were things like the event feedback, the session surveys, questions, and polls. So the event feedback, we kind of have an overall star rating, which is really cool, depending on what you thought of the event. And there's also an opportunity to provide some text feedback as well. So when we do that, the feedback has been submitted. We also have session survey feedback, so this will link from every single session that's in the agenda item, if you choose to. And I would recommend leaving this as just the same questions for each session, as that's the best way to get kind of an unbiased response from everybody. And we also have an opportunity for users to ask questions for each agenda item. So if you're in a session with a speaker and you want to ask them a question and you might be a bit shy, or you want to ask a question for later, you can do that here, and the speaker will actually get a list of questions through the administrative view of this app that you're able to grant them permission to. Finally, we do have polling. So same thing as the survey and questions, you're able to link polls to each agenda item, answer the polls, and have the results displayed directly on your screen. Oftentimes we also get users to display, or get speakers anyways, to display the poll via a URL directly on the screen of the session that they're giving, so they can just include this directly in a PowerPoint, which is pretty cool. We also have an RSS feed option. Right now it's linked to our Twitter, but you can link this to anything that has an RSS feed, and then have the user engage with the content on that app that they have on their phone. There's also an admin menu that not everybody will see, but you're able to configure this in the back end, and then do things like manage the agenda, check in attendees, edit or add users, and view question lists, session surveys, and also app analytics directly through the admin menu. So if you want to see how many people have checked in, for example, or how many people have answered survey questions, you can do that here, which is pretty cool. So thank you for viewing the video, and we hope that you will give the event app template a test. If you do have any questions about configuring any of these options, feel free to chat with us through this button here, or actually visit our support site for configuring each feature. So thanks again, and hope to speak with you soon about testing the event app template.